and welcome to a new speed build. Today I am building in the world of SulSul. It's the world from the expansion pack, is it an expansion pack? Growing Together. And I used a 30 by 20 lot in the down left neighborhood, and I decided to build this house for a family of 3. And this family of 3 is kind of special because this is not the usual mother, father, child kind of situation for a 3-person family. This is a household of 3 girls who are sisters, and imagine the storyline for them. They are sisters who lost their parents a while ago, and one of them is a young adult, so of course they can live by their own. If it would have been teenagers and children, would have been kind of difficult without an adult, but one of them is a young adult, and 2 of them are younger than that, so one is a child and one is a toddler. And I created them first of all before building this, and the whole vibe kind of got pink and pastel and cute, and I just imagined it like this. So the oldest sister, that's kind of her vibe, so she's very pink, very cutesy, very everything is cute, and she kind of passed this down to her sisters because their parents died, so she obviously dresses her the youngest child in the family, so the toddler. And I thought the child, so the middle sister, she kind of maybe developed a bit of a variation of that style because she is older, and I wanted to give them some kind of personality for themselves, not having them all the same personality. So she is a bit more colorful and also not only pink, but the older sister definitely is purely just pink. And this house is one that they inherited from their parents, so you will see. If I would have decorated this just with them in mind, I would probably have not put in that much old looking kind of furniture, more pastel-y stuff, more modern stuff also, cute details, because I also put in the gaming PC in the oldest sister's kind of room. She maybe took over the parents' room or something, but there is not really a room you could have determined to be the parents' room in this house, so that doesn't really make sense with the floor plan probably. So there is I don't think there would have been enough space for the 3 of them with the parents there, so they would have maybe moved or something, I don't know. But in this storyline, they just live here in this 3-bedroom house, which is kind of inspired by, I think, London architecture maybe. Okay, this is many weird references. So first of all, the outside brick, the wealthy kind of area in London where they have this white brick everywhere. It's everywhere. You cannot not see it, and it's just the very, very old, big, monumental houses in London. So not really the residentials, but the big monumental houses, which is kind of random to be referencing that for a residential home, but whatever. I decided to do this, and also kind of this. It's most likely countryside looking house. I don't know, I don't really have a reference for this build, but it kind of reminded me of a British home. I also imagined these girls to be British, kind of. I don't know why I did that, but I just thought this is a European household based in Britain, probably. I don't know, they could also be, I don't know, I would not imagine this kind of home in any other place, so where could this fit? You can tell me as well. If you have any ideas where they could live, you can tell me. But also, I kind of took inspiration from a lot of Jessica Pye videos I watched in the past. I did not copy anything of hers, or one by one did something like hers, but the way I clutter, because I watch a lot of it while I'm studying. This is so weird, but I just cannot focus sometimes while studying, so I just put on a random video, and nowadays it's often Jessica Pye, and it's background noise, but I just also kind of watch it just to it not really distracts me because I don't really listen that well, but she builds these beautiful, very, very detailed and very cluttered houses also, and I just kind of wanted to bring in more clutter in my house because of that, so I just thought I might credit her because I don't think I would have cluttered the same way without watching her videos. So this is kind of where I maybe took a bit of inspiration for the cluttering process. But I think the only place where I really cluttered intensely is like this fireplace, because I am really not that big of a fan of clutter. I don't clutter everything extremely because I just like this to look lived in but not full. Like, I don't know. But also, I wanted to put in a piano in this room very badly. You might have saw earlier, I kind of went around with the piano and tried to put it under the stairs, like next to the stairs, but they did not really fit because there's a doorway and I did not want to kind of bulldoze that doorway. So I decided to keep it and instead pull the couches a bit together and put the piano behind the couches in this kind of area. And I think it turned out quite cute because I think this house is the place where I would most likely expect a piano to be. Like, this is so piano material, I don't know. And this is why I cluttered this house a bit more in an older style. It's also because the parents lived here, of course, and as you can see, I would later, for example, put in a little cabinet shelf next to this piano. I don't know if it's a cabinet shelf, is that even a word? It has a shelf with doors basically, and they have, for example, alcohol in there. I did not really think about it, I think, when I cluttered this house, but I was now thinking back, they of course maybe had this from their parents. I don't think they would put them in there themselves, And also I tried to put in stuff, for example, on the doorway. I will put a pink bag and pink, clothing racks and stuff, and pink umbrellas, as you can see. And I think some touches in this house are for sure from the sisters, but I really think that with the way this house looks, the parents might have been gone for a while now. So I think that maybe the toddler was a baby or an infant when they passed. So it's been quite a while, I think, because you can tell that this is not really that much impact from the parents. You can tell that there are not parents in this home anymore, for a bit of a longer time. So they do have this tragic backstory I created for no reason, but they indeed do not have that much stuff from the parents, I think, because you can tell there is not a single piece of furniture in the upstairs room which would kind of hint to another person living there other than these three, any kind of couple. No, nothing at all. But they do have a lot of pictures and items, but you can see even the appliances I put in pink. So I would guess that the parents have been gone for a while. And also I want to build another home for this family, so the grandmother, I thought, could live in the lot that's kind of next to this. I think it's also a 30 by 20 lot in San Sequoia, and I will build the grandmother's house, because I think even if the parents are dead, they should have a grandmother at least, because that's kind of tragic otherwise. And I don't know if you can even edit the family tree in that kind of way, but I will definitely try to do it. Or maybe they could also just have a grandmother in a emotional sense, she doesn't have to be their actual family connected by blood. And also I really struggled with this kitchen, not only the decoration process but also this area. I wanted to have a breakfast nook, but I could not figure out what to put on the walls, because I have this beautiful, I think it's hexagons on this tile kind of wallpaper. It's so pretty, but when you don't have a kitchen in front of it, it looks kind of odd, and I don't know. So I cluttered this kitchen to my heart's content, and this is all back and forth. I'm sorry if you get dizzy watching this video, because honestly I could not always stay in the same place, and I'm just, I got so much CC clutter. I just saw something and I put it out, because every time I see something I maybe want to go back to it and get it, but then I forget where I saw it and I have to look through all the clutter I got, and that's just unbearable, because I do own a lot of CC, and that's also why I didn't recommend downloading everything I recommend, because I would probably just completely trash all of your PCs if you download that, but whatever. So it's your decision, honestly. And with this dining room, I really like this dining room, because this dining room I went full on ham, because this is, by the way, the cabinet I meant earlier with the alcohol, but with the dining room I went completely kind of Versailles. Versailles is the palace in Versailles in France. Basically it's I don't know if it's close to Paris, but it's to 1.5 hour ride from there, I guess. It's the palace where the French kings used to live. I think Ludwig the 16th built that like gigantic palace basically. And there is this very famous room in German. It's called the Spiegelsaal. It's like the mirror hall or something, I guess, in English. But it's this very, very big room with 1,000 mirrors that are beautifully done, like very old, very golden. Everything in this palace just screams. It just screams imperialism and like just, I don't know, being totally, I don't know, crazy. No, I don't know. I really hate Versailles, by the way, because I watched a documentary about Versailles, and this is very, I don't know if it's inappropriate to talk about this, but basically while building Versailles, many workers just did not make it out of there because the construction site was very unsafe, and they obviously did not care about the construction workers. So yes, many did not make it out of there. If you can, like, I don't want to say the word, but I think you know what I mean. And also, I don't know, oh, this is so random, I'm just hopping back and forth, but just don't mind Versailles. I built this beautiful kind of pergola, kind of, in German it's called a carport. I don't know if it's a carport in English as well. It does sound kind of, it would make sense because car is an English word, but whatever. And I bought, whatever. Oh gosh, my words again. But you know what I mean? I got these cars from a CC pack about cars. It's like a whole garage set, but I could not put in a garage because, but whatever. And is it called garage in English? Am I making up words again? You know where you put in the cars? In the house, whatever, you know what I mean. So I put in these 2 cars in the front. I decided not to put in like expensive looking cars, like kind of expensive looking cars, but not like the very kind of cool sports car, because I thought like they would not have that. Why would they have this like one show off car? They would have a family car and like a car maybe for the daughter. Maybe the daughter got like this car when she was a teenager by their parents. And also I'm not really sure if these cars work. I have not played with cars yet, so I could kind of guess, because they are indeed in the activity like kind of section, so where the bikes are and stuff. Maybe they work like a bike, so you can actually ride them. But that would not make much sense, because if you tell a sim to ride a bike, they basically just go in circles in the lot, and that would be kind of horrifying if you did that with a car. So I hope it's not like that. But I will definitely try it out and give you an update if I try it out. But I now just decided to decorate this beautiful winter garden space. So I don't know, but I think when I look at an English house, I just expect them to have an like winter garden or something. And now we're back at the dining room, which, it doesn't look like Versailles yet, but there will be mirrors. I found beautiful mirrors that look exactly like Versailles mirrors. I think they are even from the French pack from, who's the creator again? I think it's the one from the Chateau series as well. And also, surprise news, this is the first house I ever used the tool mod with. So you can kind of see I am using the tool mod. And the tool mod, if you don't know what it is basically this mod that makes you move objects in a certain way that you could not with the like normal Sims. So you can size them down, for example, in a more like making sense kind of way. So usually you size them down with like 0 and whatever other key you have. In my case, it's the question mark key on your keyboard, but they do kind of size down very drastically, and they size up very drastically as well. But sometimes you, for example, have this beautiful rug and you just kind of want it a little bit smaller, but it does not like look good if you size it down because it's just too much, and then in the end you have no rug at all maybe, or something like that. So in this case, you can use the tool mod to size it down a little bit less, so you can just you can do this to the exact amount you want. It's very, very detailed, and even though I don't get every aspect of this mod yet, it's definitely worth a try because it just adds so much to your game. Also, if you want to download the tool mod by this 1cc creator, I can definitely link it down in the description box. I don't remember the name now, but you have to download the Better Build By mod to use the tool mod, and if you use the tool mod, you have this whatever. You have the Better Build By automatically. That's like a tongue twister, Better Build By. But you also, when you have the Better Build By, when you have the filters on, you can immediately click just show CC, or just not like hide Max's match, for example. No, wait a second. Max's match is a kind of CC. I meant hide Max's, so you will not see any of the game content, just your CC, for example. You can just filter everything. They also have a version where you can use debug, but my debug version did not work. I don't know what happened to the debug option, but whatever. So that's really, really cool. I recommend the tool mod, even though I don't really get it now, but I did, I think, 2 or 3 builds after this one with the tool mod as well. It kind of worked out quite well. I'm building a lot of these days, but I also found these pink flowers. And I think they are the most gorgeous, beautiful flowers in the game. Like you can see there in the pot, this pink flower. I love it. It's so pretty. And also moving on, I am decorating the garden now, and I try to make them, like you can see the tool mod, I sized this flower down very moderately, and it's just very pretty. So I decided to make them gardeners, kind of. I don't know, maybe the mother was into gardening, and the daughter kind of moved it on. I also put a lot of books in this build in general, and none of these people are bookworms. I don't know what, I just decided to do that, and I don't know why. And I also love the garden. I usually don't have good gardens because I'm not that good at making gardens, but this garden have turned out okay. And nowadays I'm thinking, if I ever I'm stuck on decorating a garden, and my last build had a beautiful garden because I decided to use this technique, I just think about, okay, if this would be my garden, what would I want in it? And I would want to have beautiful landscaping and beautiful activities to do. You have to have a place to sit down, maybe to enjoy the view of the garden, but also make it make sense. So you don't want to have a chair facing a wall, for example, because many people, when they sit on the garden benches, they just want to look at their garden because they like their garden. I'm not really an outdoorsy kind of person, so I don't really sit in the garden, but I can imagine people doing that. And also I bought this, I not bought it, I got it. Sorry, I'm also mixing that up so much. I got this CC pack for laundry, and this is just decorative, so I don't have the laundry pack actually. And I tried to size on this cabinet, but the shadow was so messed up, so I had to size it up again. But basically, this is a kind of decorative laundry pack with also vacuum and broom and all of the laundry stuff and a hamper and whatever you need to do laundry basically, but it's not functional. So even though I think many people dislike the laundry days stuff pack, because if you put in laundry, it's kind of a hassle for some people. But I think having a laundry station like this is so realistic, and I really wanted to try it out. So I think even if you have the laundry day stuff pack, maybe check it out, because just decorative laundry as well can be quite cool. And this is another example why I think the tool mod is very cool. I got curtains, and the curtains don't fit my window, and I could just size them down and move them up and down, even though they are solid. You have this issue with curtains being in one place. And also with the laundry section, I will later put in a curtain in front of it because I could not find anything to cover it up. I think nobody would have the laundry station this out in the open when you go up the stairs, right at the landing. I would cover it up with a curtain, probably a sheer curtain. So I put in a sheer curtain actually. You can see I put in these weird doors, but it did not really work. I could only put in one. So I decided later on to put in a normal curtain, and you will also see me going back and forth and putting random stuff down it. I will later delete it immediately, but it's just because I got new CC, for example this weird seating area, I deleted it immediately, but I just wanted to look at the CC in its normal stages, how you should put it somewhere, but I didn't want to use it, So yes, and also with the floor plan, you might have saw me kind of move around the kids' rooms on the right side, so I just made these weird cubbies. I will change that because I did realize that I wanted to put in a wardrobe or something in these one tile cubbies, but I just later I thought to myself this is just nonsense. Nobody would build a house with a one tile big cubby right next to the door. So I did change that. And also the bathroom, this one bathroom was really, really hard to decorate because usually I would not have that much empty space in the bathroom, but it was not really enough space to put in another bathtub or shower, so I just had to decorate with plants, and I don't know why. And here I am on with the oldest daughter's bedroom, and as I told you earlier, she is very much into pink. Everything has to be pink in her world. She also has a gaming PC, which is so cute. It kind of reminds me of my gaming PC, even though mine has a glass window on the side and it doesn't have the brown detail, but it looks exactly kind of like my, you know, desk area, even though I don't have a pink keyboard. I have a pink mouse and a pink headphone, but whatever. So I really liked her kind of style and I really go ham with the pink. And you could argue that the bedding doesn't really match the wallpaper and the rug, but you know, pink is pink and we love pink. And I also got these very, very cute like posters and I put them everywhere. So I try to kind of like form a connection between her room and her sister's room. So that's kind of the connection, the posters. It's cute. And as I said, I put a lot of books and none of these girls have the trait of loving to read books or something. Neither of them are a bookworm, but I just love books as decoration. Maybe because I am a bookworm, I read so much and I love it. And I have so many books that I just don't know another way to decorate other than with books. So that could be the reason. I don't know. And you can see I am going back and forth. I did not imagine it would be that hard to like talk for 20 whatever minutes for a video, but chit-chatting away is usually not my style. So you just have to hang in there with me. I love this beautiful desk area. It's such a cute detail and the vanity. I know we could have probably fit in like a bigger wardrobe area or something instead of it, but I just decided she has a vanity. She is this cutesy pink person. A vanity would fit very nicely. And also the tool mod, as you can see here, is so practical. So now we move on to the child room. I try to remember the names, but I think the oldest one is named Stacy. The middle one is named, I think, oh gosh, Samantha is I think the youngest. The toddler is Samantha, so I thought it was kind of cute to like nickname Sam, Samantha. And I think she is like something with like the S and then the A, like kind of Samantha but different. Oh, I don't know. Sabrina, it was not Sabrina, but something like that. So they all start with the letter S, so I kind of had this connection between them, which was so cute. And I'm like simultaneously like furnishing the toddler and the children's room. I think I was kind of finished at this point with the children's room in my opinion, but I went back because of course there's still furniture missing. We have a lot of empty space in there as well. And you can see here they do have a lot of pink details, but it's not as crazy as in the like oldest daughter's room. So I imagine, for example, maybe the daughter put in the rug and like the shelf and the Miffy lamp, which is so cute. They have a Miffy lamp. This 1cc pack, it's amazing. And maybe the pink pillow, but I think, for example, the like middle daughter, she probably put in the details a bit herself, because I think if you are like a younger sibling to somebody who loves pink as much as this Stacy does, you will develop this kind of attachment as well a bit. So I think that was quite logical, to be honest. And also the reason why I put in a lot of pink in both of their rooms, even though I said they would not be as pink, they have a pink rug, for example, or a pink chair, just a little bit of detail, and the whole house is not as pink as you would maybe imagine it to be for like three sisters who like pink, but that's kind of what I went with. And I put in pillows. I made it a lot of like cozy details basically, and surely but slowly, other way around, slowly but surely, we are nearing the end, and I am now messing around with these vines for the roof, but nothing happened. But I will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you soon. SulSul, and like and subscribe if you want to. Bye bye.